Hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right. So, this is going to be today's tarot topic for the 23rd of November. And let's go ahead and jump on in. By the way, these are the ones where, if you guys would like to type the word compassion in the comment section, that gets you entered for Monday's drawing. Every Monday, I pick one winner out of one of the today's tarot topic videos and do a storytelling that's like 8 to 10 minutes long. So anyway, that's all you have to do to enter. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks so much for giving us a thumbs up and subscribing as well. I'm sorry, I should mention that too. It really does help the channel, so thank you. We have smell the roses. Slow down, take some time, get out in nature. Lovely. But if somebody needs to slow down, is it because their life has been really chaotic? Is it because there's been too much going on? Or is this just, the reminder that we should, enjoy our lives? We have sipping, rumors, gossip, nosy. This could be it's time to spill the tea, or if we kick it with a friend, we may get some very important information. Somebody could have, I know gossip has negative connotations, but once in a while, hearing, the scuttle on, oh, I heard so and so quit, which means there's an opening on that job now. It's like you should put in for that job. Sometimes gossip doesn't have to be mean spirited. I heard a rumor. On the other hand, it could also be that if somebody takes a little bit of time, slows down, has a longer conversation with somebody, they might get to the point of like discussing something that's a little bit more important. And it's like, wow, I'm glad that I had the time to sit down and have a longer conversation with this colleague, coworker, friend, because, in the first 5 or 6 minutes, we were just kicking it. But then the conversation turned to something that I'm glad I heard. Let me just see. What is this? I almost feel like it's necessary gossip that is coming in. Ace of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Is this... do we have a feminine, possibly a Queen of Pentacles, is going to find out that somebody's carrying a torch for her? 7 of Cups. It feels like it's coming from a slightly untrustworthy source, but we may hear that, oh my God, wait a minute. So-and-so said what? What do you mean? What do you think that means? It almost feels like either the Queen of Pentacles will understand what a piece of gossip means, and someone else doesn't even know what they said, but the Queen of Pentacles knows what it means, or there's something about this is intriguing. Whomever is spreading the gossip, I don't know if they can very much be trusted because they have a lot of different masks that they wear, and then they have one that they carry. So I do hesitate. We have the devil literally whispering in one's ear. I don't think, even though we have the devil there, I see this more as passion. I see this more as like, I think we have a third individual who has this piece of gossip to say to the Queen of Pentacles, he's like crazy about you, right? And it could be something that the Queen of Pentacles is going to be really happy to find out. It could be, is this intentional gossip or is this accidental? Strength card sideways. I almost feel like it's whomever our queen might talk to, she gets some piece of gossip from somebody, and it's because they couldn't hold it in. They were like, I'm trying not to gossip, but I have to. You know what I heard? I think this is like good gossip though, or welcome gossip. Whomever is spreading the tea or, filling her in could be, it doesn't seem mean-spirited. In fact, it seems to be about passion and love. Let me just ask though, Queen of Pentacles, how do you feel about hearing whatever this is going to be? 10 of Coins. Happy, stable, excited. So hang on. Is this even somebody like casually in passing says, oh, so-and-so was looking for you? I wonder what that means. Like she could be nosy. Whomever this third individual is who's trying to ask some questions, she could be being nosy as much as she's sending a message in. It feels like a Queen of Pentacles receives a message from somebody who's a gossip, and that gossip also would love to know what that means. But I don't know that I think that the Queen of Pentacles is necessarily going to indulge her. But let me see about that devil. Queen of Pentacles, how do you look at that devil card? Empress, she's like, I think it confirms that he's very interested in me. She feels good. She feels like $1,000,000. She feels so. This is not bad. This is something positive. I definitely feel like she's going to find out somebody's got a crush because I'm hearing that song by the Jets. I got a crush on you. You must have heard it from my best friend. She's always talking when she should be listening. Now the word is out. Yeah. I got a crush on you. Love that song. Haven't heard it in far too long. Page of Wands, King of Swords, sideways. He's been literally trying to find her. Okay, so she's going to hear from somebody else. And this could be online. This could be face to face at a coffee date. This could be accidentally bumping into somebody. And then that kind of gossip says, hey, just so you know, he's been looking for you. There's this King of Swords. The King of Swords has not spoken directly to that Queen of Pentacles. He's the one who is seeking her. He's literally like looking through the trees over here. He's on this journey to try to come find her. She's thrilled to hear that he's looking for her. All right, Queen of Pentacles, he's trying to find you. He's trying to find you, and I think you know why. Queen of Pentacles again. She literally, we can see her kind of like, oh my God, she's got her hands at her throat. This could represent something about her throat chakra. It could be like, oh my God, I'm going to have to think of like what to say to him. How do I respond to him? We do have this little monkey over here too. And I don't know, it just stands out heavily to me. I'm not sure if this little monk is like a stuffed animal or if this just represents like her familiar or maybe her, like totem animal is a monkey. She could also be year of a monkey. The year of the monkey is, very like inquisitive, very intelligent, can sometimes also get kind of like distracted easily or bored because they're super intelligent. So just some side notes on that. Or she could have a stuffed animal. It's a monkey. I don't know. There's something here about, like, I personally happen to love monkeys. I think they're so intelligent, so fascinating. So I look at that as a really good connotation. Excuse me. But she definitely is thinking so heavily about this. She has her back up against the wall, more like, I don't know, she could go weak in the knees and like have to sit down for a minute and just be like, oh my God, okay, he's looking for me. This is a bit of a shock. We have Ace of Cups in the reverse. This is her saying, okay, don't leap ahead and say, oh, he's coming to tell me that he loves me. But why is he coming to find her anyway? Why is he seeking her? If not, what? Pull up and be like, hi, I've been looking everywhere for you. Just so you know, I don't love you. That looks ridiculous, but I can still understand why she's saying no. Let me not jump ahead. What was your story between you and him? Has there already been a story? Is he somebody from your past? Why is he having to look for you? 7 of Coins sideways. This is definitely somebody from some time ago. Sometimes I look at this as it could be like 7 years. So maybe 3.5 years since it's sideways. It's somebody who she hasn't talked to in quite some time, though. Anyway, we slice it. It's been quite some time. Okay, with that in mind, King of Swords, why are you seeking her? Two of Coins, 4 of Wands, 3 of Swords in the reverse. I mean, this is marriage. This is specifically unbreaking her heart. There she is up against the wall again. This is hoping he can bring things back into balance. I mean, it's very plain and simple. These are the cards that we got, so this is the story I have to tell. He is hoping very much that he could turn this thing around. And if he has caused her grief, he wants to undo that grief. Can I take one closer look here? As far as this third party who comes in to give this message, 6 of Wands, Judgment, 7 of Swords. What I wondered was the reliability of such a message. I think even if this person who tends to gossip, who is the bearer of this news, I actually think they sometimes are not the easiest people to be around, or they really do like gossip, and sometimes is mean spirited. But it doesn't look like it is this time. This time it looks like they want the best for this queen and this king. They actually think it would be amazing to see them together. The only thing here is she might have been in knowing full well where the Queen of Pentacles was, but wasn't going to tell him unless she first brought this information to the Queen of Pentacles to kind of check and see, does the Queen of Pentacles want to reconcile with him? So she might have lied to him, been like, I don't know, but if I see her, I'll let her know you're looking for her. I almost think that this is someone who does have different faces that they can wear, but I don't think it's malicious. I think she may have intentionally lied and wanted to give the Queen of Pentacles a heads up first, so that it's like, hey, if you don't want to talk to him, I'm not about to tell him that, sure, I have a direct conduit to you. She may have lied to him about, like, I'm not sure, so that she could get the message to the Queen of Pentacles first. And that gives Queen of Pentacles the moment to figure out what she wants to do with this information. Let's go to him for a second. No, I think we should change decks. King of Pentacles, or excuse me, King of Swords. King of Swords, what are you doing? Seven of Wands, Page of Wands. He's going to fight for this. He's still trying. He's hit a hurdle. He doesn't know where she's at. He feels like it's really hard to find her to try to fix things, but he's hoping she'll maybe somehow get the message, get the memo, and then maybe take a step toward him with that Page of Wands. We already saw him as the Page of Wands out in the forest, trying to find her, finally reaching out to mutually must know. But at this point, he's like, I don't know if she wants to talk to me or not. I hope that she'll want to reach out to me. It's frustrating to him because it feels like he wants to be the one to like put in more effort, but there's only so much he can do if he can't figure out where she's at or how to get a message to her. Hierophant is in the reverse. Five of Swords is upright, and the Knight of Wands is upright. I don't know if this is somebody who in the past he worries that, like, did I blow it too badly with her? Will she never be able to see me as anybody but the person she had to fight with, the person who she thought was, I was out just being like inconsistent, or I was kind of running amok. I was somebody that was all about, look at me, look at me. It feels like he wasn't ready for a serious connection at one point, and he's worried that's how she'll always see him. I don't even know. Were you like that before, though, King of Swords? The world says he's changed a lot. So I'm thinking that he maybe wasn't super mature in the past. And now that he's matured a lot, he still doesn't know if she'll ever be able to see him differently. It's kind of like he already knows she may never want to respond to me. I don't know that she would ever want to respond to me. But he's doing his best to try to find her, to at least attempt to see if they could make amends and attempt to see if a do-over was possible. Here she is again with a pet, by the way. She may have a dog. God, he sees her as somebody very elegant, and she's kind of dressed in like, Greek or Roman robes, almost like we would see Lady Justice. And we saw on that Seven of Wands, the card of blockages, we saw no justice written on the wall, almost like he knows, maybe it's fair that she wouldn't want to talk to him. But how is he ever going to make things right unless he gets to talk to her? Look, he is definitely hoping she could see him in a different light. So if this is his effort, and on the memo that, hey, the King of Swords is looking for you, let me just ask, what is that queen going to do? We saw her feeling pretty good about it. We see her thinking of him as an emperor. We see her saying, well, I'd like to know if he's an emperor these days. I know that he wouldn't be trying to darken my doorstep for no reason. If he's approaching me with the respect. If he's approaching me for the 10 of Pentacles, if he's approaching me as an Empress, he knows those are the only conditions he could approach me in. So if he's approaching me, it would have to be because he's an Emperor. 8 of Cups, because he knows I'll walk away if he's anything less than that. So she's in this mindset where it's like, I got to find out. I got to know. If he's an Emperor now, let me see what that looks like on him. And if he's not, if this is some weird waste of my time, I'll bounce again. I'm good at that. We got the Knight of Cups. I think she is going to give him, I'll say, permission to approach. Please bear in mind, I don't actually read for genders. These fictional stories are just that. They're fiction. This is a storyline about how things could go should characters choose certain timelines, right? So this could be same-sex couple. It could be reverse gender roles. It's that part's always irrelevant to me. I read stories about energy, not about genders. But I try to go with what we see on the cards because it makes it a lot easier for our minds to figure out which character is which when I'm referring to them. 2 of Wands is here. She is saying, if they were an Emperor, this could go very, very, very well. I feel like she's going to reach out to him in the middle of her workday, and maybe say, hi, I heard you were looking for me. We get the Death card and it's sideways. These two would have to get to know each other all over again. There's nothing to say that they are still compatible or not, but it definitely looks like they are seeking each other, and it looks like she's happy to hear this. It does. It feels to me like she's got to know. She's got to at least find out what's different about you now. How is this different now? And I got to say, I kind of appreciated that, the gossip friend, if you will, because they made sure that she gets the memo first so she can decide what she wants to do. All right. Wishing these two the best. Let me go ahead and pull a couple cards here for the birthday. Lots of times I run out of time and I put the birthday messages in a free link in the description box. But this is for a birthday for the 23rd. We have got the energy of the King of Swords sideways. We have the Hanged Man upright, and we have the Tower. Okay, so somebody whose birthday is the 23rd could have a year ahead of them that could be tremendously thought-provoking. There could be some changes specifically with a particular relationship. We do have Pisces, we do have Aries, and we do have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. There could be a real personality overhaul. There could be better communication between our character and someone important in their life. And it could have been wow, this has been a long time coming, but this could be the year where somebody starts to open up, somebody who previously was pretty quiet or kept their cards close to their chest, and then they start to really open up. Now, this doesn't have to be about love and romance. This could be a more introverted, son or daughter who's coming through their teen years and they're starting to be much more, expressive. This could be a lover though. This could also be a friendship, or this could be developing a relationship with someone who was a bit stuffy before and they're not anymore. It just feels like there's a change in a relationship context with somebody where conversation is flowing better. It's there's a real camaraderie instead of an intensity now. So really nice to see those changes, because it feels like things are getting more flexible in the next year, particularly with possibly a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. All right, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks so much for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Thank you, everybody, for visiting my channel. I really appreciate you guys, and I will see you in the next ones. If you're looking for the Zodiacs, please just know you can click on any of the Zodiac playlists that I have, and you will see all the newest content that I produce. All right, bye.